My goal for the next, let's say, 12 minutes is to show you, to explain you what you can expect in the BI 2025, what you have to be aware of, and deliver a sneak preview on the things you are working on, even if by sneak preview, you have to understand that the product is planned to be delivered in 1 year from now. So many things can happen. Okay, the legal disclaimer, just to be sure that everybody understands that everything I'm going to share with you can change without any notifications. And let's start with a big dates and where we are today. So I need first my laser pointer. Where is it? Pointer. Here we go. So for those of you who are still on BI for the 2, guess what? The end of maintenance is for tomorrow, December 2024. So you have to consider to move quickly to the BI for the 3, which is a release in mainstream maintenance for all of you. The service pack 4 that Patrick just showed you is planned December 2023. We will have a service pack 5 end of 2024 or beginning of 2025. The date for the service pack 5 for BI for the 3 is moving a little bit. We will probably push it beginning of 2025. The BI for the 3 is planned regarding the end of mainstream maintenance 2025 and the priority 1 support 2027. The big news that we are sharing with all of you since 18 months is the fact that after the BI for the 3, we will have a new release, the BI 2025, which is planned December 2024. This version, the BI 2025, just to be clear, is based on the same code lines that the BI for the 3. So for the people on BI for the 3 who would like to adopt the BI 2025, it will be a migration. I will not speak as an update, but in fact, we will recommend you to have 2 servers, BI for the 3, BI 2025, and to move content from one stack to the new stack. Right, it will be a matter to use, for example, LCM BI file to move things. This version, the BI 2025, will be made available for on-premise, but also for the cloud. And by cloud, I mean your favorite hyperscaler, or if you want to do this project with us through SAP Business Objects, Enterprise Private Cloud Edition, which is a program where you ask SAP to take the responsibility in upgrading, maintaining your SAP Business Objects platform in the cloud for you. So BI 2025, December 2024, available for on-premise and for the cloud.
Oh,
second thing,
Gregory, just to be clear then on that, if you can go back on the roadmap, just for the audience. So basically, if you're on PC or you're using Business Objects 4.3 or BI 2025, it's essentially the exact same version, correct? Is the same
yes,
code?
The same code. Yes, it means that everything that used to work in BI 4.3 will work as if in BI 2025. By this, I mean all your existing Web Intelligence document, all your universes, Unix, I will come back on this point in a few seconds, all the security we will have defined, all the authorizations we have defined, you will transport them from BI 4.3 to BI 2025.
Okay.
Is it clear this way? Is it clear this way?
This is clear, and as well, your BobJ deployment, let's say you have it on-prem today as well. Of course, it's the same thing. You can also deploy it on your own hyperscaler like Azure or whatever. So, or
yep.
AWS. Okay,
exactly.
Thank you very much.
Exactly. Okay, let's dig a little bit in the characteristics for this BI 2025. You have to be aware of a few things that are quite important. Even if this is based on the same command line, we will have a few things will be important things you have to be aware of. First thing, it will be made available in December 2024, and we plan to support it beyond 2031. And in fact, we are discussing today to push the end of maintenance of the BI 2025 way after 2041. So just to give you some perspective. We will have service pack every 2 years that you can decide to take and install on your BI 2025. The name of this service pack is under discussion, so we will let you know in the coming year. Important things. We will focus on the most used and adopted tools and components. So by most adopted tools, I mean that in BI 2025, we will focus on web intelligence and single source Unix universes, Crystal Report Classics, SAP Analysis from Microsoft Office, Lumira Designer. It was not part of the initial plan, but now this is back. Lumira Designer will be part of SAP Business Objects BI 2025, and of course the BI platform and the BI Launchpad. This is where we're going to invest in for this release. Of course, it means that if we invest in those tools, it means that there is areas where we will stop to invest, and we'll come to this point in a few seconds. For all the tools and components we plan not to invest in, so the list is here: Lumira Discovery, Crystal Report for Enterprise, Analysis for All App, Live Office, SAP Business Objects Mobile, the Universe Type UNV and UDT, and one specific component of the Unix universes, the multi-source universes. We will do our best to provide alternatives to help you to transfer, to migrate the use case. And again, this tool, this release, will be made available for on-premise and for the cloud. Okay, so now the big picture. On the left, we have the business objects that you know today with the entire description regarding the tools and components. So on the add-on, you have Analysis for Office, Lumira Discovery, Lumira Designer, Webi as a tool, Crystal Report Classic, Crystal Report Enterprise, Analysis for All App, Live Office, and UDT, EDT, and the BI platform. On the right, we have the new footprint of the BI 2025. It lists, in fact, the list of tools and components that you're going to invest in. And this is for the best, right? There was a huge overlap between tools and components. It's good sometimes to take the decision to say, okay, we stop and we invest what is really used. And for all the things we stop, we give you some perspective. So by perspective, here is the list. So like I said, the things that you're going to, that you plan to deprecate: Lumira, Discovery, Crystal Report for Enterprise, Analysis for All App, Live Office, Business Objects Mobile, UDT and UNV, and the multi-source universe in Unix. We plan to stop them, to support them by 2027, at the same time as at the end of Priority 1 support for BI 4.3. But it also means that if you stay with BI 4.3, you can continue to use them until the end of 2027. But if you decide to migrate before that date and to adopt BI 2025, these tools and components will not be part of this release. And we propose alternative. So for Lumira Discovery, SAP Analytics Cloud. For Crystal Report Enterprise, we propose as a go-to solution Web Intelligence and Crystal Report Classics. For Analysis for All App, SAP Analytics Cloud. But for SAP Analysis for All App, we may have a solution via Web Intelligence, via something that I will mention in a few seconds. Live Office, the OData URL, since BI 4.3 Service Pack 2, I will show you this as in a demo in 10 minutes. For SAP Business Objects Mobile, you can use the browser, the web browser on your mobile devices, because since the 4.2 Service Pack 3, we have a new interface that will adapt itself depending on the device that you are using. For the UNV and UDT, it is clear you have to migrate your universe into IDT and as a Unix universes. So I really insist on this migration, because UNV can be huge and complex, and this requires a lot of time and expertise to move them into Unix. And we did provide some improvement in IDT and in the Unix in order to smooth this migration, specifically for complex UNV file, but also you have partners such as Wiiisdom, and I think it will be the purpose of your demonstration later on in this webinar, when you will explain what you can benefit and can propose. But the direction is clear. It's time to migrate your UNV into UNX. And last but not least, for the multi-source universes, we recommend either you do it at the database level. Many databases can help you to create a view coming from different kind of data sources, or you can decide to do it into web engines thanks to the new data mode. And as like Patrick showed you today, this is really powerful now. There is a lot of capabilities for the combine, for the reuse of the cube, etc., that let you use Webi as a mini ETL for this purpose. Okay, long story to share the important information. Now coming for the three thematics we have for BI 2035. Priority number one, reach more casual users. We want to improve the casual experience when they consume report and interactive dashboard. Second objective, seamless web intelligence distribution. It means that we want to give you the opportunity to touch end users, more end users that you have today, that you might have today and are using web intelligence. For this, we have a strong proposal to share with you. And we like to improve the Crystal Fury viewer as an alternative as well. Priority number two, improve the power user productivity. This is all the things you can do in the web intelligence designer to make them really comfortable with the interface and with the new innovations we are promoting into BI 4.3. We have also priority number three, everything you can do for the BI platform to help you to better not only control what you're doing and control and audit what your users are doing, but also easily install the next service pack, easily control the updates without breaking what you have done in the previous configuration, and so on and so on. Okay, that's the big pillars, the big three pillars we have for the BI 4.3. And just to give you a sneak preview of what you are planning, I'm going to demo the first two bullet points, the web intelligence interactive dashboard and the seamless Webi distribution that you are working on. Okay, so I'm going to leave this presentation mode. Here we go. Now you see a screen with something which look like a prototype. And indeed, this is the prototype. So this is your web intelligence document. Oh, sorry. I disclosed too many things quickly. What I want to show you is this. I want to focus on this. I want to focus on the first bullet point, the seamless web intelligence distribution topic, with something here that you are working on, which is a true dashboarding experience for your end user, for your casual users. And we are working on 5 things. The first thing is to deliver into web intelligence new widgets type based on the SAP UI5 public library that you can all have a look right now. This is to provide new table type, new filters in your dashboard, and new containers that you can use to create interactive dashboard. Once we have done these things, the second thing we are working on is to link all these widgets together. So this is to provide real interactivity and a new way to explore the data that your end users will have used to create this new dashboard. Thing number 3 we're working on is to provide immediate insight on all the data points that you are looking at in your dashboard if you want. So we call this custom tooltip on data point. This is to avoid to go to open another Webi report or Webi document and to leave the dashboard you're looking at. It's great that when you are looking on a piece of information, a dashboard, that simply by clicking a data point, you get the details and you understand them. Once you have done that, to help you to analyze. You might want to share your analysis. So to achieve that, we are working on bookmarks. Bookmarks is a way to you do your analysis in Webi or in your Webi dashboard, and you click share, and you get I would say, a bookmark, which is simply a URL that you can share with your end users, and the end user will, by clicking on it, get immediately the same view that you have shared with them. Last but not least, and this is something important, all these new dashboard and widget things we are sharing with you will work everywhere on all your devices, being a laptop, a tablet, and a mobile, and more. It will provide you the technology to share them in a new way. And this new way is what I will show you is, not to show you, I will explain to you, is a new kind of Webi offline artifact. Okay, now is demo time. Okay. First thing quickly is this new Webi dashboard. This is a prototype. What are we working on is new kind of widgets. Widgets mean this kind of data selector in your dashboard. You can have input controls that you can use in your dashboard to filter your data. Not only can you filter your data, but for example, you can change some metadata, switch between the different measures used, or decide to display, change the representations, move from a speedometer to a gauge or to a tile in one shot. As you can see, everything I'm doing, I'm using kind of input control, but in the report. A second thing you are working on is new widget for the table. Today, when you have a table, this is on multiple pages. Now with the PI 2025, your table will be scrollable if you want. Not only it will be scrollable, but you might want to use, instead of using a measure here, to use a microchart. This is the kind of things we are working on when I mention widgets and dashboard inside BI 2025.
Gregory, just
yes.
Point. I'm just I don't know if it's only me, but it seems like it's really the screen I see is extremely zoomed in. I think you might need to zoom out. Like Jose, do you see correctly? Do you see the entire screen, or you only see like a specific portion of the screen?
I basically am seeing a gray scroll bar over on the right-hand side. So it looks like there's some kind of zooming going on.
Okay. Okay.
I want to de-zoom a little bit. I think your zoom is a little bit too strong. I think, Gregory.
Bruno, I can see it. I can see it fine. I'm not sure.
Okay.
It could be a zoom setting for Jose or something like that. Maybe.
Yeah, I see it. I see it fine as well.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, thank you very much. So I wanted to show you this kind of dashboard with new widgets. And last but not least, we plan to deliver a lot of widgets based on the SAP UI5 library. And at the same time that you will have new widgets, we will have a new gallery to access them for the power user, just to give you a sneak preview. Second thing I would like to show you is the interactivities. I mentioned that it's good when you have a report to have an insight of the way a KPI has been calculated, or if a KPI is deviated based on some specific threshold. So what you're working on is custom tooltip. So now when you select a data point in your retention document, the tooltip can be customized. As you can see, you can display a chart inside the tooltip, and the chart will interact based on your selection. It works for table, cross table, like this, right? And even on chart. Not only will we be able to propose a chart, but multiple charts to get an understanding of what's going on behind this bar chart, behind, for example, Washington, D.C. 2016 for the sales. But if you want, because this technology will be really powerful, you can provide full blow, a full report. So this is maybe a little bit too much for a small tooltip, but okay, where is my report? Oh, come on. Here we go. But this is just to share with you how powerful this tooltip will be. Oh, come on. Okay. What's going on?
Just the demo effect, Gregory. So hey, that's
Yes.
the time you ever
Okay.
show. No big deal, actually. It's pretty cool. So here it is. Nope.
Okay, you can display whatever you want, in fact, but just to give you more interactions, kind of things you will have. And just to conclude on the BI 2025, the last thing I would like to share with you is this new, what we call this, the Web Intelligence offline artifact. We'll find a nice name later on, but what is it about? Is the ability to create a kind of Webi file that will contain everything. By everything, I mean the layouting, which is a dashboard layout, the widgets you will have used, the data, and all the interactions. And once you will have created this new Webi offline artifact, and you can create this new Webi offline artifact in two ways, typically from Web Intelligence doing export to Web Intelligence offline artifact, or use a BI platform scheduler to achieve that. This offline artifact will have no adherence on the business objects platform. By no adherence, it means it will be completely independent of the business objects platform or of your business objects risk client. It will be like a PDF file, but with the data and the interactions, and you can share them and use them wherever you want. Distribute via an email, share this on a file, on a FTP server, on a file system, in your drives, or even you will be able, that's what you propose, to embed this kind of Web Intelligence offline artifact in your internal or external portal. And you can achieve that, again, I have to do it for free without consuming a license, an additional license, because this is, again, like a PDF file, but with the data and the interactions. So this is a strong proposal here. This is if you want to share all the things you have created inside Web Intelligence, specifically by using the dashboard and the widgets, and share it distributely, massively to a new population, to new users. Okay, I will stop here because I'm already late in the timing.
No, you're good. Hey, this is really cool. Especially the last part you showed is really cool. I'm sure we'll have a lot of exchanges on that. Is there some other topics you want to show about BI 2025?
No, that's all. That's the last slide. The details will be part of the presentation. All the attendees will get